and welcome to HW News. 8 cops were ruthlessly killed by the members of Notorious gangster Vikas Dubey in a village near UP's Kanpur last week. The investigation in the shocking case progresses. The skeletons are now coming out of the cupboard. Some startling revelations are being made, and we are going to talk about it in this video today. But before that, let me tell you what had happened on Thursday to Friday night. The police received information that Vikas Dubey, the notorious gangster with as many as 60 cases against him, including extortion, murder, etc. The police got the information that he was hiding in a house near Kanpur Dehat. So they decided to raid it. On the way to his hideout, almost filmy sort of trap was laid out for the police. As per initial reports, there were nails and rocks scattered on the ground, and also a bulldozer was placed right in the middle of the road. When police finally reached the spot, the men of Vikas Dubey's gang opened indiscriminate fire from a rooftop and killed 8 cops and injured several others. As much shocking this incident is, it is also raising several questions. Imagine the state of law and order where a gangster lays down traps for police and kills 8 of them. Now, Vikas Dubey's men were hiding on the rooftop and prepared to open fire on police when they reached the spot, which means that they possibly already knew about the raid. How did they get to know about it? Was it someone insider who gave them the information? After the incident, police launched an investigation into the matter. Vikas Dubey's house was bulldozed on Sunday and it opened a box of secrets the gangster was hiding since long. During demolition, police found a bunker and 2 kilograms of explosives along with 6 country-made pistols, 25 live rounds and sharp nails. Kanpur Inspector General Mohit Agrawal said that Vikas Dubey had built a bunker inside the house, which was stocked with items on which he and his men could have survived for days in case of a prolonged siege by the police. In addition, explosives and a cache of arms were also found buried inside his house. B.K. Srivastava, Superintendent of Police, Kanpur Rural, said that heavy explosives were so powerful that it would blow up the whole house. He has about 12 licensed weapons in his family. Vikas Dubey used to issue arms licenses in the name of people living with him, and then he used them for himself. Now let's talk about what had happened on the intervening night. Kaushalendra Pratap Singh, the station officer of Bithur police station in Kanpur district who was injured in the ambush, spoke to media persons. Recalling the events, he said that Dubey's men were fully prepared. Each of them had weapons. They were using semi-automatic weapons, and there were close to 15 to 20 of them attacking the cops. On the other hand, the cops had gone there without any arms or ammunition. He said that even the lighting was arranged in a manner that the spotlight was on the cops and not on the attackers. The police faced the darkness and they could not see the attackers at all. When the firing started, 3 of them died at the spot and the rest of them were scattered. One of his colleagues was shot in the stomach, and to save him, they took a shelter nearby where they came to know on social media that videos were doing rounds, and the videos showed that they were surrounded by all sides and they came under heavy fire by Vikas Dubey's men. He says the police party had not anticipated any attack on them. Now the second version is of Daya Shankar Agnihotri. Agnihotri was hiding in the house of Vikas Dubey and was caught at the time of demolition of the house. Agnihotri has told the police that Dubey had received a phone call, which is likely from the police station, before the cops reached the Bikru village to arrest the gangster. After Dubey received this tip-off, he called around 25 to 30 of his men, who later ambushed the policemen as it approached his house. Agnihotri has also claimed that he was locked inside the house when Dubey and his men attacked the police personnel, so he could not see much of it. Now, as the investigation progresses, the police suspect there was a mole in the police department who would have helped Vikas Dubey, who would have tipped Vikas Dubey. Now, Dubey's call details have revealed that he was in touch with at least 24 policemen, including an officer, some cops from Chaubepur and Shivrajpur police stations. The suspicion is on SHO Chaubepur, Vinay Tiwari. He was suspended on Saturday over negligence of duty after his call records were found linked with history cheater Vikas Dubey. Now, Tiwari had also directly called the lineman and instructed him to cut off the power supply to Kanpur's Bikru village where the encounter was taking place. Now, whether it was indeed to save the policeman or not, that was not immediately clear. More 3 police personnel suspected of having leaked information of the raid have been suspended as well. But here is what is more surprising detail that is coming out of the entire scenario. The police probably knew that they will be attacked if they raid Dubey's house. If only they had paid attention to the letter of Circle Officer Devendra Mishra. Circle Officer Devendra Mishra had already warned his superiors about Vikas Dubey in March 2020. In a letter which was dated 14th March 2020, Devendra Mishra had warned the SSP about the history sheeter Vikas Dubey and how Uttar Pradesh police might face troubles. He has also raised question over the conduct of Station Officer Vinay Tiwari and his closeness to Vikas Dubey. Devendra Mishra was brutally killed in the ambush. An autopsy report reveals that Dubey's men severed the Circle Officer Devendra Mishra's head with an axe. His toes were cut off from his feet and his body was brutally mutilated. Now there are several questions. First and foremost, why was the warning by Devendra Mishra ignored by the SSP? Why were the police unarmed while they went to carry out a raid on gangster's house? Was Inspector Tiwari the mole? Why did he order to cut off lights in the village on the night of the encounter? Did he inform Dubey about the police raid? Or were there others involved in this as well? Now this is for the investigation to reveal. Meanwhile, a video has surfaced on social media apparently of 2017 STF investigation of Vikas Dubey, in which he is apparently naming 2 BJP leaders Bhagwati Sagar and Abhijit Singh Sanga.
सांगा जी हैं एमएलए और हमारे ब्लॉक प्रमुख हैं राजेश कमल जी और जिला पंचायत अध्यक्ष हैं गुड्डन कटियार जी और प्रधान लोग भी हैं 2, 3, 4, 5 लोग।
तो इन लोगों ने क्या लोग डराया धमकाया?
नहीं, डराया धमका नहीं है। ये इन लोगों ने समझाया था कि देखो अगर ये नहीं है और ये फर्जी हैं तो इनकी मदद करो, अगर ये मुलजिम हैं तो कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन ये चूंकि फर्जी हैं इसलिए आप इनके लिए जो है कुछ जो भी साफ करना है वो निकालना।
तो तुम्हारी पत्नी ने तो नहीं डराया धमकाया?
नहीं, पत्नी मेरी कभी जाती नहीं है, पत्नी मेरा बच्चों को रहते हैं गाँव। वो खाली बैठक जो जिला पंचायत की बैठक होती है बस उतनी होती है।
तो ये इन लोगों से जो माननीय लोग हैं तुम्हारी बात होती है?
जी हाँ,
टेलीफोनिक?
हाँ, टेलीफोनिक भी होती है, आने जाने से मुलाकात भी होती है।
तो फोन से ही तुमने इन लोगों से बात की कि ऐसे कराइए?
हाँ, नहीं, पहले तो हमारे लोकल लोगों ने कहा, वहाँ गांव के लोगों ने जब ये बात सुनी, इसके बाद फिर हमने भी प्रयास किया कि ये बात है, तो फिर इन लोगों ने मदद भी की कि अगर ये गलत इनका नाम इसमें आया है तो इसको जो है किसी तरीके से नाम इनका निकाला जाए, गलत है।
तो ये कैसे पता लगा आपको कि जो है आपका नाम गलत आया है? या
ये सब पूरी जनता जानती है, मैं स्वयं जानता हूँ कि जब जिस मैटर से मेरे कोई मतलब जिस समय ये हत्या हुई थी, मेरा नाम उस समय षड्यंत्र में बाद में बढ़ाया गया था, तीसरी फर्द में, तीसरी तहरीर में।
किसकी हत्या हुई थी?
एक कुशवाहा जी हैं, उनके भाई की हत्या हुई थी। नाम तो उनका जिनका नहीं, उनका नाम मालूम है, जो वादी हैं।
हत्या किस तरह से हुई थी?
हत्या वो आपस में चुनाव की रंजिश में हुई थी, प्रधानी के चुनाव की रंजिश में हुई थी। तो खेत पे गेहूं मारने गए थे, एक पक्ष तो दूसरे पक्ष ने गोली चला दी थी, उसमें दोनों पक्ष इंजर्ड हुए थे।
अच्छा, उसकी मौत हो गई?
हाँ, एक मौत हो गई थी। दूसरे पक्ष के 2 लोग घायल हो गए थे और एक पक्ष के एक की मौत हो गई थी।
उसमें तुम्हारा भी नाम आया?
हाँ, उसमें हमारा नाम षड्यंत्र के रूप में 120 के रूप में आया था मेरा।
120 में?
जी हाँ, 120 में मेरा नाम आया।
The UP police meanwhile have formed 25 teams to find Vikas Dubey, who they believe had slipped out of Uttar Pradesh, and a reward of 2,50,000 has also been announced for those giving information of his whereabouts. The case of Vikas Dubey is a perfect example of how the politics-crime nexus still thrives in the state of UP despite the claims of CM Yogi Adityanath of having cracked down on gangsters. Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
हमारे घरों में भी बच्चे होते हैं जो हमसे प्यार दुलार की आस करते हैं।
हमारा भी जीवन साथी है जिसको हमारे ड्यूटी से घर आने का इंतजार होता है।
हमारे घर में भी एक बूढ़ी माँ है जिनके लिए आज भी हम ही आंखों के तारे हैं।
लेकिन हम हमारे घरों में नहीं हैं। आपकी सुरक्षा में कोई कसर न रहे, इसलिए हम अपने प्रियजनों से दूर हैं।
हम में से ही कुछ तो अब इतने दूर जा चुके हैं कि वो वापस अपने घरों को लौट भी नहीं पाएंगे।
हमें गर्व है कि हमारे कंधों पे मुंबई शहर के नागरिकों की सुरक्षा की जिम्मेदारी है। हमारे जज्बे और बलिदान को व्यर्थ न जाने दे। इस संकट के समय में आप घर पे रहे, सुरक्षित रहे।
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.